Participants of GBV workshop raise concerns. New nursing college needs support. And Mama Bank launches new product. Welcome, this is Saturday's News. I'm Kilawani. Tuna Bay School of Nursing is a new nursing college located in Tauranga in the nation's capital. Since its establishment in 2019, the school has been offering basic nursing courses and training to students, with the first batch of students to graduate this year. However, the school is yet to receive accreditation from the Nursing Council of PNG and the Office of Higher Education. Representative from the PNG Nurses Association recently visited the school and spoke about some of the challenges.
Earlier this week, representatives from the PNG Nurses Association visited the new School of Nursing at Tuna Bay. The executives include PNGNA President Frederick Hebai and General Secretary Gibson Sioni. The visit is to assess learning facilities and the courses offered at the institution and support the institution. Being an organization that advocates for the welfare of the nurses, they want to see the college produce competitive and knowledgeable nurses and caregivers.
Nursing training is a special training. It must ensure that you are knowledgeable and you are skillful. Meaning that in the classroom theory, you must get somewhere. But once you are out in the field, you must be competent to deliver health service. You must be skillful. And that is where the training is coming in.
Following the visit, the President and the General Secretary were satisfied with the effort put in to develop the school and to train the nursing students. But the college is yet to receive its accreditation from the Department of Higher Education and relevant authorities, and they have not received their provision and permanent license to operate as a private institution. However, a team from the Nursing Council of PNG has visited the school, and formalities to get the school registered are progressing smoothly.
And this school is equipped with the best. Some of the best teachers, I could say, and I don't have any doubts about this school, and I am just relying on the stakeholders, especially the Nursing Council, to give them the provisional license and the permanent license to practice as one of the School of Nursing in Papua New Guinea.
Tuna Bay School of Nursing first opened its door for enrollment in 2019 with only 17 students. The first batches of students are studying for an advanced diploma in nursing and are expected to complete their studies this year. With most of their theory and practical lessons completed, the students are waiting for their clinical hospital's placement to meet curriculum requirements. The school have reached out to Port Moresby General Hospital and the NCD-PHA for the students to do clinical placement. However, they have not received any responses so far.
We also call up upon Port Moresby General Hospital, CEO and the management staff, Director of Nursing and others who are there to ensure that they must create a pathway to ensure that nurses here at Tuna Bay are being accepted to do clinical practice at the hospital.
It is a church-run school under the Seventh-day Adventist. It is equipped with committed teachers and Christian principles being part of the school curriculum. Our student leader says they are committed to serve the people and the country as a nurse and caregiver.
The school really emphasizes on the standards of practice, nursing quality, practice delivery of nursing studied in the practical and hospital and rural clinical setting. So most of our curriculum basically talks about the standard, how we can uphold and maintain and bring back the standard in the nursing practice.
Rayon Lakingu National, EMTV News.
Families of the 5 missing PNG Institute of Medical Research scientists in Goroka slammed the government for not responding quickly or doing much about the sea mishap. They expressed this while attending a special ceremony yesterday in Goroka signifying the conclusion of the case. The 5 IMR scientists went missing off the coast of West New Britain in 2011 whilst on a malaria control program.
Yesterday, the PNG Institute of Medical Research in Goroka held a special service to end the 10-year search and delayed justice for the 5 missing scientists. This service was attended by family members and relatives of the 5 scientists. It was a heartfelt moment for those that gathered for the ceremony.
It really dealt with various issues.
PNG IMR presented headstones to family members with some form of cash. Whilst families remain disgusted over the efforts done by the government through prolonged investigations and court hearings, they expressed disappointment on how the matter was handled. The 5 scientists went missing on August 1st in 2011 while on a malaria control program. Meanwhile, PNG IMR Director Professor William Pomat says he will formally request to the police commissioner to reopen the case. Jack Lopava Jr., National EMTV News.
With the opening of its branch in Kimbe, Mama Bank has recently launched a product, Palm Saver. This product targets women with the intention to save a kina-ass investment. The product was launched by the bank, political leaders and Bank of PNG.
It was another milestone for women in West New Britain who can now access this service in the province. Governor Francis Maneke and head of Bank of PNG Loy Bakani were present to witness the launch of the Palm Saver product. For Mama Bank, this is a service targeting oil palm growers.
It's like it is a demand-driven product for all of us, that bank is coming out a product which is suiting for your need, not like we are sitting in the aircon and creating a product which we are throwing to you saying that you go with this product.
Governor of BPNG Loy Bakani says this service must not be ignored by those in the oil palm industry. He says this product is key to enable savings. Bakani says women must now register to access this service.
Why we support Islam? Itulah member staff and we open this thinking long. Planet talk. How can we get thinking long line to place? Also, walk through long, picking fruit.
For the West New Britain provincial government, the whole idea was to encourage a saving culture. Governor Maneke says farmers should not waste money but invest for a good return into the future.
Now and kindly in your men, please be trying to embrace you, empower you women to make sure that we empower our province. Very, very important. And we like to come mass on behalf of people, Dr. Asia Natula, West New Britain, or get that. You must talk about mass lobby. Over the time, it will like on a pestering bank, to someone black product whereby now we kidnapping life or people blowers.
The Palm Saver product targets over 50,000 women in West New Britain who were actively involved in the oil palm industry.
And Women's Microbank, specifically creating this product with the help of regulator and support from counterpart funding from West New Britain provincial government. But on that note, we not putting big money with this layer, people are short of funding, but we got 100,000 kina fund readily available.
Jack Lopava Jr., National EMTV News.
You're watching National EMTV News. More stories after these short messages. Welcome back to the news. The church's role in dealing with gender issues needs to be redefined to suit current and indigenous contexts, including literature available on the subject. Participants of a gender-based violence workshop hosted by the United Church in Papua New Guinea this week expressed these concerns in charting the way forward for the church in dealing with the relevant issues. The workshop was held from Monday to Friday this week at Koki United Church, concluding yesterday with interactive gender equality theology sessions and planning for the future.
One of the main objectives of the workshop at Koki United Church was to build the capacity of a critical mass of clergy with gender equality theology. A pastor who has served for 33 years in the United Church in Papua New Guinea, Reverend Momoru Hedu, was a participant of the workshop, and he says some of the literature and systems of the church in dealing with gender-based violence issues need to be redefined and applied in PNG context to better deal with such complex issues.
When you look at the history of the Western world, I think it was recently, back in the 1800s, the Western society had this problem. They changed. And here, as Melanesians, we find it very, very hard for our people to change, especially those of us who have been brought up in a patriarchal society. man using his muscles. Man who thinks he's the boss because he pays the bride price.
Cultural norms, unemployment, and other social factors contribute to the high number of incidences of gender-based violence. And Reverend Momoru Hedu says the Bible is very clear on gender roles.
We do not have a lot of pastors going through readings of different thoughts of scholars. That is the problem why we have been confining ourselves to those traditional commentaries talking to us, and most of those commentaries they're written from a male point of view.
According to statistics released by the NCDC GBV Secretariat earlier this year, over 70,000 women in NCD alone are affected by gender-based violence issues, with only 6% of the cases being prosecuted. Churches play a role in terms of providing counseling, reconciliation, or praying with the parties involved in GBV. Sina Rea Kopi has come across some of these situations in her ministry work. And upon attending this week-long workshop, she is determined to deal with the issues more effectively.
Many of our women have been treated like, they are nothing in the society. But as a woman in the church and looking after a community of people, and women are living there, and young mothers too, and young girls, it's a very big concern.
Institutionalizing learning knowledge and building gender equality amongst clergies and their wives was another objective of the workshop. It was also aimed at equipping both men and women in the church on gender equality theology.
In the beginning, women were created equal to men when God created them. And so there is a message for men to treat women equal in our own modern times.
The recent spate of rape and abduction incidents in Port Moresby has raised concerns on the safety of women and girls and the effectiveness of the country's justice system, as well as the public transport system. Effective implementation of relevant strategies, policies and laws is demanded by the wider population to effectively minimize or eradicate such incidents in the country. Dennis Sorere, National EMTV News.
The member for Kikori, Sori Ewe, has presented over 16,000 kina to students of Kikori districts who attended the MAPEX Training Institute. This is to assist them to return back to their villages in Kikori. The local MP was happy that the students have worked hard to complete their training and receive their certificates.
A small ceremony last week was witnessed by students, parents and members of Kikori District Development Authority. In presenting the students with this support, the local MP encouraged them to put their skills to good use. He says this training is to prepare them for bigger projects like the EU Special Economic Zone and the Papua LNG projects that will be operating in the district.
Like we still progress. So, opportunities are coming. I'm not going to talk politics here because politics is not supposed to be discussed here. But I can give you assurance, I'll give you all the help I can.
The local MP further highlighted the need to develop human resources to participate in development projects and not to be spectators on their own land. The Kikori MP said this assistance will continue into the future to get the people prepared and take advantage of the economic activities that will be happening in the district.
Because it enables you to find jobs. Often cases, no. You need to have skills. And this is one of the issues that is lacking for our people. Okay? So we need to empower you. We need to give you some skills so you can go out and compete.
A student representative also spoke on behalf of the students. He thanked the Kikori District Development Authority for their support. He further challenged the students to make use of their skills and participate in the development of their district. The students were also urged to be innovative in the jobs that they do in order to be effective.
We are the first people to come and attend this institute and got the knowledge from the institute. That is to contribute to our people for the incoming project. So you must got own resourceful people in our own communities. That's why we are here. Again, thank you, member of Mipla.
Rayon Lakingu National, MTV News.
Leading up to the 2022 national general elections, former Central Governor Alphonse Mori has transferred his political leadership roles to his niece Rufina Peter during a traditional ceremony held at Bluffin in Port Moresby, serving under the National Alliance Party. Then the former governor officially called it quits as he transferred the mantle of his political leadership roles to Rufina Peter as his successor. Ms. Peter will run for the Central Regional seat in the upcoming elections under the National Alliance Party led by the Aitape Lumi MP Patrick Pruitt.
Strong Blomi lo, Pigini Gelfinis lo, lo lead him, all people of Central Province, all support me, lo Central Province, all still support me. Now morning that's all me looking to Plamal come stop sleep. Sinan what me lo house lo apu me sleep here. All kiram no talking me. Na me talk me no like me no got tini lo roll lo na me. Sick for me important. Health for me important. So me give lo gel for me na by so.
Koilala traditional culture MC talk Pinese. Papa Save give him strong ego of picking in a man. Patrilineal chieftain system. One of something you look him lo here, it's partial. I mean not giving me strong traditional custom inheritance lo papa give him strong go lo son, lo side lo culture, no God. I'm giving the mantle of political leadership he come on me. You mean my culture, traditional leadership, na culture, na modern Westminster system of democracy, na political leadership. You mean clear the boundaries, where the demarcation of boundaries are.
The 46th Independence celebrations in Port Moresby will start tomorrow with the traditional Walk for Life or Unity Walk. Under the amazing Port Moresby banner, NCDC has invited a number of talents and groups to perform in the week-long celebrations. Yesterday, the Queen of Paradise Orchestra from Vanimo arrived and will perform tomorrow at Ella Beach after the Unity Walk. Naomi, another talent from Kimbe, will also perform superhuman stunts during the week. All activities will take place at Ella Beach and will end on the 16th of Independence Boulevard with the traditional flag raising ceremony in the morning and fireworks in the evening. A remembrance walk will also be staged on the 16th to remember the late Grand Chief Sir Michael Somare. And Trukai Sports is next. All the details after the break.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. The Lace-Neck Tigers and the JPG Wagi Tumbes will be playing for the top prize of the Premier Rugby League competition tomorrow. Both teams have prepared well during the week and are ready for the clash tomorrow. It will be a packed stadium with all the tickets sold out during the week.
There is a lot of excitement for this Sunday's Digicel Cup Grand Final, with the Lace Next Tigers preparing well for this weekend's clash against the JPG Wagi Tumbes.
Camp Lumibla right now is Olmangi. We've got a lot of boys that plenty Olmangi first time to play Grand Final and it colors in Tigers jersey. Most of them they are very excited.
The Tigers finished first on the ladder this season, and after a win against the Mendi Muruks in the qualifying finals and a week's rest.
Games, they've got they're on fire. So, lo side Lumibla Mibla just work on lili areas where Mibla need to improve, especially in defense now. So, and then we just look forward for the challenge coming up.
For the Wagi Tumbes, they are rallying support with their sponsors sponsoring tickets for fans for the match this Sunday.
Ticket, finish. Sponsor ticket, 5,000 ticket, NFS line finish. So I'm ticket line place so preparation.
Captain Joe Frank says the team is focused for this weekend.
First time all more strong Sunday. So maybe our boys play on that first time this kind of come through rugby finals more support boys play on that seems like a
Vice Captain Super Kokote says they are sticking together as a team and encouraging each other to focus on the task ahead.
With the mindset, beyond go process and grand final. Play grand finals last Sunday. Mitla total boys sem. You just stop so name na you come na you game come through yeah. Stop so no can try go extreme low. Top final na when you put your head beam outside. Put your head with come na you stop.
Fidelis Sukina, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The weather report after these messages.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoniPlus. With you always.
Weather forecast for tonight and tomorrow in the southern region: Port Moresby, partly cloudy with patchy rain possible; Daru, partly cloudy with gusty winds; Kerema, partly cloudy with possible overnight patchy rains; Alotau, cloudy periods with few showers; Poponeta, cloudy with patchy rain. The Momase region: Ley, partly cloudy with gusty winds; Medang, partly cloudy; Wewak and Vanimo, cloudy with few showers. New Guinea Islands region: Lorengau, partly cloudy with brief showers; Kavieng, partly cloudy; Kokopo, Rabaul, partly cloudy with brief showers possible; Kimbe, cloudy periods with few showers and possible thunderstorms; Buka, partly cloudy with brief showers possible. For the Highlands region, all centers partly cloudy with patchy rain, then morning fog. Strong winds warning renewal strong wind warning current for all inland areas and coastal waters of southern PNG Indonesian border through Torres Strait, to Daru to Kiwai Island, through Gulf of Papua, to Yule Island, to Hood Point, to Samurai Islands and all Milne Bay Islands, through Vitias, Dampier, including the southeast sector of Solomon Sea and Coral Seas. Warning note: strong east to southeast winds of 25 to 34 knots are expected to continue for the next 24 hours, causing rough seas. All small crafts and boats are advised to take necessary precautions before going out to sea, especially in the warning areas. Forecast for small crafts for the next 24 hours. Waters of southern PNG Indonesian border through Torres Strait to Daru, to Kiwai Island, to Yule Island, to Hood Point, to Samurai Islands. Seas 2.5 to 3 meters. waters of Samurai Islands to Cape Vogel and eastern and western Milne Bay Islands, and with waters of Finschhafen through Vitiers Dampier Straits to Searcy Long Islands, seas 2 to 3 meters. Waters north of Cape Vogel to Huon Gulf to Finschhafen, and with waters of New Ireland to New Britain and Bougainville, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters north of Long Island to Medang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border, seas 1.5 to 2.5 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 1.5 to 2 meters. Ocean forecasts for PNG areas: Coral seas, seas very rough with east to southeast winds of 34 to 48 knots. Solomon seas, seas moderate, becoming rather rough over southeast sector with easterly winds of 15 to 20 knots, with gusts reaching 34 knots over southeast sector. Bismarck seas, seas moderate to rather rough with east to southeast winds of 15 to 25 knots. Pacific Ocean seas moderate with east to southeast winds of 15 to 20 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that's the news, sports and weather for today, Saturday, 11th of September 2021. Until next time, pleasant viewing, be safe, bye for now.